Starting off another week here. Here is my weekly check-in. Start off the week looking back on the life of RBG. And here's some touch and go bench press with my feet up. And I took a nice healthy jump here. Went up to 140 this week. And I don't think there was any real impact to the RPE. So probably try to take a little jump from this next week. That was 140 for 4 sets of 5. Nice and solid. This is the SSB work. I took the same weight that I took last week. Remember last week I cut the work short by 1 set, unfortunately, because I wasn't feeling well. So instead of 4 sets of 5, it was 3 sets of 5. But I did the 385 again this week for 4 sets of 5. I'll definitely try to move up from this next week. That was set 1, I believe. And this is set 4, maybe 2 and 4. Anyway, had a couple of sessions in the last couple of weeks where I actually had somebody in the gym with me other than my wife. So training with a mask for the first time in a long time, or first time at all, really. No big deal. This is the signature Enjoy Redbeard design. Looks like the classic Coca-Cola logo. Pretty nice. Anyway, day 1, 4 sets of 5 at 385, 4 sets of 5 at 140, and I got my accessory work done. Solid session. That was back on Tuesday evening. Here's Wednesday evening. The focus of this session, day 2, is the deadlifts. 5 sets of 4, and I took a jump of 2.5 kilos. This is 235. So all went well, Feels like a lot of fucking work to do 20 reps at 235, but it wasn't bad. My grip held up, and I felt fine through all of it. Had a little chiropractor work on Monday, so that helped. Feeling a little better. Shoulders and elbows started bugging me over the weekend, and had the chiropractor work on that. Back felt better this week too. Here's the comp single 177.5 at I think it was slightly faster than last week. Even though the last single, the last warm-up felt was a little slower than last week. The top single was better than last week, even though it was 2.5 kilos heavier. I think it was 1/100th faster. And then I took the triples at 165, so 1 kilo more than last week. And they all went fine, I think. Unfortunately, I didn't get a picture of the board here before I raced it, so I don't have those velocities marked for posterity. This was my last warm-up single on squats, the 215. It was faster than last week, so I felt good to go to increase over last week. So I took a 2.5 kilo jump to 245. And this was, I think, 1/100th faster or the same speed as last week. Not thrilled with the depth, but it's still 245, moving very nicely. I think 0.23 was what that was. Oh, man, I'm not sure if that's the right number. No, it must be 0.31. Gosh darn. Anywho, it was about the same as last week. So I went up 230 for my triples. And these felt good. I felt like bar speed was better than last week, just slightly. And depth was actually pretty good. Whereas the top single, I thought the depth was a little questionable. I thought these triples were pretty solid. So that was set 1, and this is set 3 here. This was on Friday night after working in the office all day, and just a tough work week in general. And I really didn't want to do my work, but I got it done. Pretty good session anyway. Here's a picture of our elderly pug trying to soak up the sunlight, since I don't have the picture of the board like I normally do here. And then day 4 was this morning, Saturday morning. Late morning, got a good night's sleep, slept in a little bit, and then went to the gym for this midday. 3 sets of 6 at 169. Probably should have just gone to 170 from the 167 last week, but I tried to stay conservative. I think the bar moved really well, and I was well within the RPE range of 7 to 7.5 that it was prescribed. So 3 sets of 6 at 169. And that was all good. Deadlift went well as well. The last warm-up was faster than last week, so I jumped to 277.5, took a 5 kilo jump, and I think it was only 1/100th slower than last week, so basically the same speed. Felt good. 252.5 for the triples, took a 2.5 kilo jump. Felt real solid. I tried to hold the last rep of the set. That was set 1. This is set 3. Tried to hold the last rep for a little while. I wish I would have held it a little bit longer, but still not bad, I think. Feels good to be hammering triples pretty easily at 252. So there's 277.5 at 21, just 1/100th slower than the 272 last week.